What is going on, YouTube world? I am your brother Reza, and this is KRT LYFE, KRT LYFE with a Y. And if you are anything like me, then you love Chuck Taylors. But you probably always wondered, man, is there anything that they make like this that is a bit more stylish, a bit more rugged, luxurious, maybe hard wearing? Well, have no fear, because in 2021, the Chuck Taylor 70 is here, and there are people who still don't know about these shoes, even in 2021. So that's why I'm making this review. Coming up next. All right, the Chuck Taylor All-Star, one of my favorite shoes of all time. And as you can see, I wear these a lot. And these have been through the paces with me. As these are coming to their end of life, in my personal opinion, I was like, you know what? The next pair of Chucks that I might want to step the game up a little bit. So I did. And I got these right here, the Chuck Taylor 70s. You may be thinking, well, what? That almost looks like the same shoe, but it's not really the same shoe. There's a lot of subtle differences going on between the All-Star versus the 70. And the first thing we're going to talk about with these is the price. So this one right here is an $85 shoe, which is, in my opinion, is a very, very affordable, reasonably priced shoe, which is almost exactly $25 more than this one right here. So do you really get your money's worth, that extra $25 for this one right here? Rose Anvil YouTube channel actually cut these in half and compared the 70 to the actual All-Star. He thinks that you do. And I would have to say I agree, because of a couple of different things. First of all, I feel like these shoes age a lot better. They are a heavy duty canvas versus this one right here, which is light and flimsy canvas. As you can see right here, the actual All-Star logo, badge, whatever you want to call it, is stitched on, versus this is a heat transfer. This gloss material comes up a little bit higher. The sole is thicker. There's more padding. You got premium shoelaces versus I took the shoelaces that came with these out and put these shoelaces in that I found. It's the same style shoe at a, reasonable price point, and I feel like a lot better quality materials. So the sizing of these, I always go with the 8 in Chuck Taylors because 8 fits me perfect. And I went with the 8 on these because the 8 fit me perfect. I had Comme des Garçons, I had the low tops, and I had the high top Comme des Garçons, and I went with the 8 in those as well, because back then they only came in whole sizes. I think now they might come in half sizes, but I'm not 100% sure. But for some reason with the Comme des Garçons, I think they ran narrow down here. So the 8 in the Comme des Garçons was kind of tight, but 8 is perfect in the actual Chuck Taylor 70s. And these fit me perfect, great out the box with different type of socks and everything. They just really, really fit really good. And speaking of the Comme des Garçons, now I like the Comme des Garçons, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the little heart that is right here on the CDGs, I kind of feel like it kind of takes away from the everyday usability aesthetic of the shoe. I feel like the cleanliness of this one and the, just the I guess more streamlined look of the actual 70 makes it a bit more versatile, in my opinion, especially in my wardrobe where everything I wear is pretty much black. So long story short, I definitely feel like I'm going to get a lot more use out of the 70s versus both of the pairs of the CDGs that I had that I kind of got tired of, and I ended up selling both of them. But I sold them pretty much for what I got them for, which is a win. All right, so long-term wear. So the All-Stars, I feel like they wear really nicely initially, and then they get to a phase where they get to a point of no return. Now, they can be washed, but I feel like when you wash them, the canvas just is kind of, they just kind of start looking beat once they get past. I feel like, you can get a strong year out of these if you wear them a lot. And that's actually pretty good for a sneaker, but once they get to this point, I kind of feel like it's kind of time to switch them out, unless you just really, really want to rock them into the ground, which you can do. I remember when I was in elementary school, actually, there was a kid that used to wear these until like the front started to bust open. And I guess that was his thing. Now the 70, on the other hand, I had long-term experience with CDGs, and I thought that the CDGs wore pretty good, but the white ones, they don't really clean very easily. The black ones are obviously a lot easier to clean, and this gloss material down here is also very, very easy to clean, which is a massive plus. With my CDGs, I felt like they wore pretty good, and as they aged, they just kind of just looked better. They're kind of like, they got that kind of patina, you want to say, as Common Projects would have. And with these, I have found that it is no different. I saw a YouTube channel that was talking about how to actually clean your Chuck Taylor 70s, and his were obviously very, very worn, but they looked good as they aged, versus how some sneakers, like this one right here, they age and they just kind of really start to look beat. So now we're going to talk about comfort. Now, I'm one of those rare anomaly people that finds the OG, not really OG, but the All-Star Chuck Taylor very, very comfortable for me. Like, I can wear these a lot. Like I said, I've worn these like all day as my only shoes on many trips. And for me, they are just very, very comfortable out the box. I don't need to put anything in the inside. I just rock them how they come. I run what I brung, and yeah, they are very, very good for me. The actual 70s right here, the comfort on the CDGs, like I said, they ran a little bit narrow for me, so they were comfortable, but they weren't as comfortable as the regular All-Star. But I'm hoping that these will be as comfortable as my regular All-Stars, because these seem to be the same or similar width. So that should be a massive plus. And this has a very, very thick sole in the bottom of it that you can actually pull out, unlike the regular All-Star. Look how thick this sole is, y'all. And then under this super thick sole, there's another layer under here of like cushy material. So I feel like these are going to just be super, super, super comfortable as they break in. Now, I've seen some other people say that these are, you know, even more comfortable than Vans. That is yet to be determined. For me personally, Vans, like the Vans Authentic, is like the most comfortable shoe that I feel like man has ever created. All in all, the #1 reason to buy the Chuck Taylor 70s is because it's such a classic, versatile shoe. Like, this is a shoe that you can literally, like, if you only had like 3 pair of shoes, this would have to be one of them, because you can wear it any day, every day, with anything. They wear good, they're durable, they look good. They go with so many different outfits. They're so versatile. And then the price is so low. I mean, you can't really go wrong with these. The only problem that I can think with the Chuck Taylor 70 right now off the top of my head is that these were extremely hard to find in my area. There were no shoe stores that actually had these in stock in my area. So I was forced to go online and order these, which, I mean, is not a deal breaker, but, you know, if you want to figure out your sizing and all that kind of stuff, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But for some odd reason, maybe y'all can let me know in the comments why these shoes, they're just not available in stores anymore. So that's it. I'm your brother Reza. This is my review of the Converse Chuck Taylor 70. I love this shoe. I love the way that it looks. I love like everything about this shoe, because I absolutely love these, and this is just a more hardcore version of the All-Star. So I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna be good with these. I think you should get a pair as well. All right, y'all, I will see y'all in the next review. Maybe it'll be a long-term review of this right here. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all want to see a long-term review of this shoe when I get done like rocking it into the ground? That might come up next. All right, see y'all in the next vlog. I'm out. Peace.